builders are reacting very positively to ApnaComplex.
Now, these kind of data points are helping builders say, okay, that's going to help me sell well. Right? The other key hook we saw, which is helping us.
So Sriram, what has been your largest, success story by far by now, where you have helped to create a larger penetration in this market?
So the biggest gain, I would say, is over the whole awareness and maturity and being able to make the builder say that this is something I need. I would say that has been, and we have still only touched the tip of the iceberg, but yet that's been a fast and a good progress in the last year or so. And that's the fastest penetration we have and we want to have also. I think the next one will be with consultants, MEP and other stakeholders there, architects, etc. But we chose to work with the builder because he or she is the one who's actually putting the money there. They're signing the checks. What took a long time in the last 1 year, that's been the best. Now, going a little deeper, what does it mean? Right? What is the penetration? Is again what I was saying earlier, which is in some of these key cities like a Bangalore, like a Hyderabad, like a Mumbai, these three cities I can say for sure is not only we've played a key catalyst role in telling the builder saying, hey, this is something we need to do. And some of our success stories, our data spoke that. For example, we have data about post-occupancy data, how a sustainably designed building was saving about 33% on their monthly maintenance cost. Through various initiatives. I mean, it was fascinating. We have data so accurate that 3 rupees 50 paise if it's a maintenance fee. In good months it was 1 rupee 21 paise. In bad months it was 2 rupees 87 paise over a 30-month period. So we know that you're saving at least 33%. Now these kind of data points are helping builders say, okay, that's going to help me sell well. Right? The other key hook we saw, which is helping us drive interest in build our presence in the industry, is builders are now beginning to say they can sell this better. Now, in the history of Smartadam in the past 9 years, 11.odd million square feet, we worked in green and brown field, all kinds of industry. 100% of people we work with, including the government, has asked us, great, you're going to make this infrastructure, this product, this packaging, this whatever more sustainable. Tell us how to sell this to our customers. 100%. And I'm telling you, hospitals, hotels, restaurants, food delivery companies, builders, law firms, furniture companies have asked us these questions. Of course, we are now a prop tech company primarily, but over a period of time, we've seen all these people ask, and every builder is asking us this question. There are enough examples in the market in Bangalore. You would have seen in ads for an assets property for a brigade. I'm naming these guys specifically because in public domain you can see them. They have seen that drive their sales better. They have seen tangible increase in sale price per square feet. So these two data points are, other than the maturity and sustainability, understanding climate change, from a pure business perspective, this is helping them say, hey, let's do it. And what we're very excited is the number of, like I said, we've had one of the best quarters in the history of Smartadam, right? That's driven by builders saying, I know I need to do it. And that's, if one thing we are really happy in the last year or so, is the maturity there and how we've been a catalyst to move that.
So how are builders responding to ApnaComplex? Do you feel there's certain kind of challenges still faced by ApnaComplex?
No, builders are reacting very positively to ApnaComplex. I think it's the first time that a society management, community management platform has actually gone across to builders to go directly to the source and to help them engage with their end consumer better. So they appreciate the platform, and we've seen several successes. I mean, today we're tracking about 35 to 40,000 households being acquired on a monthly basis. And certainly a large chunk of that is from the developer community, which is the real estate developer community, right? And so they're actually quite happy. The second thing is, and we've acquired large portfolios, I mean, including the Brigade portfolio, since you've taken Brigade, and the assets portfolio similarly, right? And these are front runners. We're also helping them to help, in turn, their landlords and investors to rent their apartments.
Okay.
So builders or developers, when they sell an apartment to a landlord and an investor, I mean, the end investor might not be wanting to stay in there. He might be wanting to lease it out. So ApnaComplex helps the developer not only manage and automate the society and its requirements and the residents' requirements, but also to help rent the apartment on behalf of the landlord. So in a way, the developer gets benefited because yes, it's actually given a post-rented society and a benefit to the consumer. So that in a way is also been helping the builder community. So yeah, we've been seeing great positive attraction from their side, both in Bombay, even when builders in Bombay, builders manage the societies a little bit more than in terms of lineage and number of years than in the rest of the country, where they manage it for a year and a half and then they hand over. In Bombay, they do tend to manage it a little bit more, primarily because they want to keep the quality, the customization and the service levels intact. So here it is that they really require someone to come in on board, an automated platform to come in on board, not only to automate but also to rent their properties out, and which is how ApnaComplex has been helping a lot. And I think that's the uniqueness of this platform, and that's the success that we've seen. That's one. On the international side, we've seen a lot of developers in UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, even in some parts of Africa, approaching us to help Anacity, which is of course our international arm of ApnaComplex. And Anacity is working with large developers, whether it's Majid Al Futtaim, whether it's some of the other Vincitor, whether it's some of the other large players, to manage their properties and to provide a superior customer experience. Of course, the needs over there are far more different from in India. But to answer your question, yes, developers are finding a lot of take for ApnaComplex and Anacity.
That's great to know.